About a year ago, I came to a realization that most of us as humans aren't living up to our full potential, and I sort of saw that as wasteful. Living our lives is just a fraction of what they really could be. Being held down by our own actions, decisions, and habits that we ourselves unwillingly created as sort of a reach towards escapism, trying to cure the symptom instead of the problem itself. All of that made me try to take steps towards bettering myself, and in that process of searching for balance, I ran into this YouTuber, Matt D'Avella, and there was something different about him. I don't know, I just kind of felt drawn to his content, and each video that I watched made me feel happy and excited to change something about me or improve something about me. His talks about minimalism and building healthy habits and just life in general made me want to strive for that balance even more. Now I'm not a minimalist, but through these videos I started to realize the importance of less. Less things that distract us from who we really are and what we are trying to accomplish it, who we want to become. Less things that distract us from our problems and therefore progress. Again, escapism. I started focusing more and more on trying to build healthy habits and at the same time trying to remove unhealthy ones from my life. So I came up with this system of trying to build 10 different habits in 10 months. So one habit a month, each one gradually increasing in difficulty compared to the previous. Random change of scenery. So the thing about building these just 10 habits in 10 months is to basically avoid burnout. I actually made a video about me planning on building these 10 habits in the way I plan on doing that. So if you want to check it out, it's somewhere up there. The thought process behind building just 10 habits in 10 months, if I were to try and build 20 habits at once, like just wake up tomorrow and try to completely change my life from the core, that would never work because most of us would just feel overwhelmed and quit halfway. So trying to build just one habit a month is a more sustainable approach. I learned that when it comes to building habits, consistency and pacing is key. And on that note, if I were to build just one habit a month, you would not see any huge difference first week or the second week or even 2 months from now. But if you were to look at my life 3 years in the future, it would be a completely different life and a completely different story. And looking at just that 2-year period compared to a whole life of healthy habits, I don't see that as slow progress. I see it as gradually and consistently improving, I guess. In that process of building habits, life will every now and then definitely get in the way. And that's okay, not all days can be productive and it's not realistic to expect otherwise. And that's where Matt's 2-day rule comes in. The way he put it, you basically don't allow yourself to take a break from the thing that you're trying to accomplish or a habit that you're trying to build for more than 1 day in a row. That way, even if you need to take a break every now and then, you can be sure that you won't get to a point where you neglect your goal for weeks or even months on end without any progress. And of course, that 2-day rule doesn't work 100% of the time. Of course, there are some days that we're just gonna feel less productive and less inclined to go ahead and work out or whatever. But if it works 80% of the time, it's enough to keep us on track. In the macro, this rule really helps with keeping focus on what's important. Now, of course, everything that I mentioned here is just a small fraction of what Matt's channel is all about, but these are just some things that I found most applicable to my personal situation. Now, the reason Matt's content resonated with me so much is probably just in the way he delivers it. It's not too flashy or over the top. He's not a guru. He's just a guy that went through this self-improvement process or is still going through it and is just trying to share it with as many people as possible. If by any chance you never heard of Matt D'Avella, I'm gonna leave a link to his channel in the description so you can go check it out. It's really amazing and he's a filmmaker, so it's visually very interesting and engaging as well. So basically, one habit at a time, don't overdo it. Learn that life can get in the way and that's okay. Just take your time and pacing and consistency is key. Start small and then gradually build up the difficulty once you get comfortable with where you are right now. And of course, the 2-day rule helps. And it's a long process, which is exactly why I'm trying to document it with these videos to kind of keep me accountable and hopefully help out somebody else that's on the same track as me. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate you leaving a like and a comment and maybe consider subscribing to the channel because it will really help me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, guys. My name is Peja, this is Avian. Next video dropping in just a couple of days, so I hope I'll see you there.